نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to another session of study of SARF, the Chronicles of SARF. Alhamdulillah. So let's continue. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We learned about the definition of SARF, what is the SARF, and how different word patterns and words gives us multiple of thousands and thousands of words with different forms and patterns. And then we had a few examples for the words that are used in Quran, and then we characterize the surf into two types of words, mushtaq and jamid, and the mushtaq words are again can be divided into two, the af'al and the asma, afal mutasarrifa and al asma mutamakkina, and then we had some examples for them. Then we learned about the jamid words these are those words that cannot be used into surface studies because they cannot be conjugated and they do not change their forms. Then we learned that what are the words that are flexible or non-flexible, متمكن and غير متمكن. Then we are right now focusing on the afal. We are learning about the verbs in detail. Why we are learning the fail or in detail, because for the sub families that we are going to learn, most of I told you that, as I mentioned earlier, that we have different work families, around 10 family members, families, and each of them have 10 family members. So, out of those family members, 10 family members, most of them are fail. So that is why it is very important to have a solid foundation in the study of fail. You should learn them properly. You should memorize the their patterns, that in this way, it will be easy for you to learn about the families. So that is why main focus is on the verbs, and inshallah, we are going to master them. We are going to learn them, their roots and their verb patterns, their families, their forms. Inshallah, we will do it. And we also learned that there are some important parts of fail, and they are fail madi, fail mudare, and fail past tense, present tense, and command. And these are the first three types. And we learned that the future tense is nothing but فعل مضارع with an addition of a letter in the beginning. And inshallah, we'll have the examples. We'll see some examples soon, inshallah. And then we learned that there are almost 99% words in Arabic language that have three root letters, and there are more words, a few words that have four letters or five letters as their root letters. And then we had the example of Noon, Sa, and Lam, that how it is used in Quran multiple times with different word patterns and forms. And inshallah, in the next session, I'm going to explain why there was a need of different patterns. Like this pattern has Hamza in the beginning, and this pattern has Shadda in the middle on the middle letter, and this word has a ta in the beginning, and why this letter has this word has just three root letters, the basic letters. Then what is the need of using different patterns? Because nothing is useless in Quran, and there must be a reason that why Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has spoken in and used these types of and different types of words in Quran, why there was a need to use different verb patterns. So, Alhamdulillah, there is a balagha, there is a reason behind every word, subhanallah, in the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a beautiful Quran. Alhamdulillah. So, inshallah, I am going to explain this as well very soon. Then we have different examples for three lettered words and four root lettered words. And then we learned about family two pattern, and inshallah, we'll see all the families soon. That how this family or these words have the same pattern, the same form, having shadda in the middle. Okay, so as you know that we are talking about verbs, and I already mentioned that why our focus is on verbs while learning about surf, because most of the words in any family is a fail, right? So, and you know that fail is a verb. That is why default word letters are fa, ain, and lam, and they serve as variables to form multiple words, thousands of words every time. So you can see here that the first letter is this fa, and it is called a fa kalima, and the second is the ain kalima, and the third is the lam kalima. So any letter that comes in place of fa, it is called the fa kalima. Any letter that comes in the place of ain, it is called the ain kalima, and any letter that comes in the place of lam, it's called the lam kalima. So here we have used, and here, these three root letters we are using right now. So see here, ain is our fa kalima, lam is our ain kalima, mim is our lam kalima, alama, and we are using here these three root letters with the fathas. Fa'ala, alama, like this. Just as I mentioned that there are 10 verb forms, and family one, this is the basic form. This is quite confusing because it again is divided into six families, but six types, but this family we use as a basic form because it is quite easy to learn because it use only the root letters. It because other families they all have some additional letters in them, but this family one has only three root letters to form words. So that is why we are using family one, and by putting fathas on on these three the default letters, the fa and lam, we are going to make words. So ain, lam, and mim. Ain, the fa kalima, lam, the ain kalima, and mim is a lam kalima. right? Alhamdulillah. So let's see here. We are inshallah uh, going to focus on Feli Madi for now, and then we will discuss Feli Mudare, and afterwards all the family members, and inshallah, as we'll progress. Uh, we are going to practice all the family members one by one, inshallah. And as I mentioned, form 1 is the most basic version of a form, and it is composed of just the root letters. So, to learn about the different patterns or to conjugate a verb, to conjugate it into for the different persons, first person, second person, or third person. First of all, it is very important. It is very important to revise a pronoun chart, right? So we learned about the detached and the attached pronouns, the damair munfasila and the damair muttasila. Muttasila are the attached and the munfasila are the detached pronouns. But for now, we are going to use the detached pronouns to learn how to conjugate a verb into different or how to apply or how to conjugate to apply them on the different uh, persons, like first person, second person, or third person. And we already know that first person is mutakallim, the person who's talking, and the second person is the mukhatab or the hadir, that the person who's talking to, and the ghaib, that the third person, that person who is absent. And again, they have the wahid musanna or and the jama forms. And we have already, alhamdulillah, memorized a pronoun chart. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. In this way, we are going to use a family one because, as I mentioned, that family one is the most basic wazn or most basic verb form to learn to start surf because it is using just the root letters. Alhamdulillah. So here is the revision of Damair Munfasila. Now let's see how we can apply this pronoun chart to our family one, right? To make to conjugate different verb patterns. Okay, just a quick revision for the fail that how many types it has. Fail madi, fail mudare, fail and fail nahi. And we are going to start with a fail madi for now, inshallah. See here, now this pronoun chart we are going to apply on a family one. Just look at this here. First, take these examples to start with. I told you that we have three kalmas, the default kalmas, fa'in and lam. Then this Jeem, Lam, and Seen, we are putting them instead, replacing them with Fa'in and Lam. There is a typo here. I'll correct it, inshallah. And see here, Jeem, Lam, and Seen, we are saying that Fa'ala becomes now, we by putting these root letters, Jeem, Lam, and Seen, it becomes Jalasa. And now this Nasara, we are going to conjugate it for to a pronoun chart, right? Inshallah. So this Nasara means he helped. He helped. This is a past tense by just putting on the root letters the three fathas here. We can this becomes uh, a past tense, right? Alhamdulillah. This will become a past tense, and now we are going to use it on a pronoun chart. Alhamdulillah. See here, this is a pronoun chart. And as I told you that it is very important to memorize the pronoun chart, because we are going to use it again and again to conjugate families, conjugate verb forms on different persons. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. Alhamdulillah. So here we are starting with our first word. Alhamdulillah, Nasara, he helped. For the past tense, who are pronoun. For family one past tense is Nasara, he helped. Noon, Swad, and Ra, Nasara. Huwa Nasara. Huwa Nasara. Okay, two. As you know that for Huma, this alif will be used to make to conjugate the Nasara pattern for Huma, two persons. Nasara, for whom we will add a wow here. See all the highlighted, they are pronouns that are going to be used for, they are inside doers, they are subjects, they are hidden pronouns. Okay, so we are going to inshallah see them in detail. For now we are going to just see the chart. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, hiya nasarat. Mind it that when we are conjugating any verb, a sukoon, a dhamma, a fatha, a kasra, they are all very important. They are all very important because a single fatha, a single dhamma, a single kasra, a single sukoon can change the whole word pattern. So it is very important. It is very important that you should uh, focus on all the Arab that you are putting. For here, it Nasarat. Nasarat. Look at this Dhamma. It is very important to remember that for here, we are going to use a sukoon on the last letter. Huma Nasarata. This alif is giving away this alif. Nasarata. Huma Nasarata. Hunna Nasarna. Hunna Nasarna. You can easily learn it that this ending of Hunna is giving away this noon. This is giving us this noon with a fatha. Nasarna. Hunna Nasarna. Hunna Nasarna. Anta Nasarta. Again, look at the ending. The same ending is used here. Anta Nasarta. Antuma Nasartuma. Antuma Nasartuma. Antum Nasartum. Antum Nasartum. Anti Nasarti. Anti Nasarti. Again, see here, ta with a kasra. Antuma Nasartuma. These both patterns are same. Then Antunna Nasartunna. Antunna Nasartunna. Then Ana Nasartu. Nahnu Nasarna. Ana Nasartu. Nahnu Nasarna. Now we have to memorize it. Now you should try to memorize it because in the next few lessons, as we will progress, these charts will be very important for us to proceed. If foundation is weak, we are not going to learn SARF uh, for the rest of our life because it will be very it will get very difficult for us because if the foundation is not strong or it is not solid, we are not going to master surf because surf is if it is challenging, it is interesting as well. So just a little bit of effort will help us a lot, inshallah. So you should focus on all the endings and all the formation of this chart. And please, before the next session, please try to memorize this chart so it will be easy for us to proceed with the advanced terms. So this is a very basic chart for the surface studies, and as I mentioned, the study of fi'l is very important in surf because most of the members in our families are fi'l, and if we are not going to learn our fi'l properly, we are not going to study our surf, or we are not going to uh, understand our surf rules and how the families are formed, and how can we conjugate verbs if we are not going to learn the basics properly. So inshallah we will proceed, or inshallah we will see the what we are going to learn in the next lessons. Inshallah we will apply some more words for this chart, and we will learn them soon. But for now, it is very important that we should memorize this chart so it will get easy for us to study surf, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So we are going to end the session here, and we will see you in the next session, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.